What's up guys, Houndish here, and at the next weekly reset we are going to see the Mountaintop and Midnight Coup become available as part of the Into the Light update. So these weapons will be added to Arcite's weekly quest tab on April 16th, and of course beyond that, random rolls of the weapons will begin dropping. And so heads up for the weapons this week. Firstly, for Midnight Coup, we'll get the Midnight Ride quest, and like the other weapon quests, we'll have the option of rapidly defeating combatants using hand cannons anywhere in the system, and we'll get bonus progress for final blows in Onslaught, or we can defeat guardians using hand cannons. Then for the Mountaintop, we'll have the Climbing the Mountaintop quest, and we can either rapidly defeat combatants using breach loaded grenade launchers, again there's a bonus for Onslaught, or we can defeat guardians using grenade launchers instead. And if you're doing those in PvE, obviously Onslaught is a viable option, or there's the option to farm things like Shuro-Chi, or indeed the entrance to Grasp of Avarice, as we can get a massive number of enemies to spawn there. Now though, to talk about perk rolls on these weapons, of course Midnight Coup is an adaptive frame kinetic hand cannon. The curated roll, or the limited edition, comes with small bore as well as accurized rounds, and then it gets outlaw and kinetic tremors in the traits. But for the random rolls on Midnight Coup, first trait slot can get outlaw or firefly, as well as shoot to loot, explosive payload, moving target, attrition orbs, or enlightened action. Then the second trait slot is able to get rampage, kinetic tremors, zen moment, one for all, frenzy, opening shot, or desperate measures. And desperate measures is the new perk added with Into the Light, where weapon final blows grant bonus damage, and melee and grenade final blows grant a larger damage bonus that can stack. So obviously the curated roll of Outlaw and Kinetic Tremors is pretty solid, but interestingly, it is able to get Firefly and Kinetic Tremors as well, and that looks like it'll be a pretty fun roll. I'd say as well it may be worth trying out things like Firefly or Outlaw paired with Desperate Measures. But on top of that, the OG roll of Outlaw and Rampage is still possible. Then there are other interesting potential combos like Explosive Payload and Zen Moment, and Moving Target and Zen Moment could be a good one for PvP. And so it's safe to say there is more than one viable option here, and let us know your thoughts below. Moving on to the Mountaintop though, the curated roll, according to the database or the limited edition, will have hard launch as well as spike grenades, and then it gets lead from gold and one for all. And there is the micro missile frame intrinsic for this weapon now, which fires a high speed projectile in a straight line and deals reduced self damage. And we can move faster with the weapon equipped, plus Bungie have increased the physics impulse with the weapon, so it sends us absolutely flying. The first trait slot though is also able to get Ambitious Assassin, Impulse Amplifier, Demolitionist, lead from gold, Slick Draw, Auto-Loading Holster, or Overflow, with the second trait slot able to get Rampage, Vorpal Weapon, Adrenaline Junkie, One for All, Harmony, Recombination, or Frenzy. So again, some interesting possibilities here. Ambitious Assassin may be decent paired with some of the second slot damage bonuses, including Rampage or Frenzy. I think Overflow could be good for ammo too, and One for All will be a good damage bonus because it's 35% for 10 seconds, so it's a pretty rewarding one. But Demolitionist and Adrenaline Junkie could be a good combo, as could Demolitionist and Recombination, and Recombination may be one that players don't want to sleep on, so we'll do some playing around with them when they drop of course, but let us know your thoughts down below on the potential perk rolls for these weapons, and any that stand out to you. But those are the core new drops added at the weekly reset, so I hope the video has been useful, and if it has, a rating below helps us out no end. Plus, be sure to get subscribed to the channel for more Destiny content, and otherwise, I hope you guys have an awesome day.